Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got this awesome comment from ES asking if I can review St. Louis, Missouri. And of course I can. Actually, they want me to concentrate on the countryside. So I will jump in and check out the countryside. Now what's interesting about this comment is that it was a comment inside a comment. This Chris Campbell asked me to review Murrieta in California, and I actually just did this video, and now I'm jumping into making this video. So love it when it's a comment inside a comment, although sometimes they are harder to find, within the whole Google interface, YouTube interface. So anyways, I do appreciate every single comment. If you guys want me to jump in and make you a video on a specific city, a specific state, a specific county, whatever, it doesn't even have to be in the United States. It could be anywhere in the world. Just jump in and I will just go ahead and comment down below, and I will jump in and make you that video. I got tongue twisted there for a second. All right, before I check out St. Louis, Missouri, the countryside, I want to just kind of touch up on some housing news. So if you just, like I said in some of my other videos, if you just Google housing news, it's just like a lot of bad stories. The rates are going up, and employment is high, and a lot of people are going to be like, whoa, that's great, employment is high. The problem is that we have high inflation, and with high employment, basically it's keeping inflation higher. The Federal Reserve is kind of freaking out, and they will continue to raise rates until they crash the economy. They want to see layoffs. When we start seeing that, when we start seeing the economy slow down, is when we're definitely going to see how home prices start to fall. Now, we have been seeing home prices falling, but I definitely think it's going to get more and more as, the economy slows down more and more. And, basically raising the rates really just hurts everybody. It hurts not just like people trying to buy a house, like mortgage banking, but any business out there that is borrowing money. And let me tell you, most of them are borrowing money. So they're now making less money on their business, right? Because they got to pay more on interest. So things are not looking good, okay? But it's okay. We need a reset, and we're heading into a reset a little bit. And it's not going to be overnight. A lot of people have been comparing it to the 2008 crash, very different than '08. Back in '08 and before '08, you had basically mortgage banking was very loose on who they were lending money to. They were lending money to anybody. There were situations where at the beginning, around 2005 and 2006 and 7, you had people buying a house for like $200,000 in January, and by April they were flipping it for $300,000, making a $100,000 difference, not even doing anything to the house, just basically putting it right back on the market. So then people started getting greedy, and they started buying 5 houses at a time, right? Because they said, hey, if I made $100,000 with one, what if I buy 5? I can make $500,000. So everything, the prices ballooned. There was talk about FOMO at that time. Everybody wanted to buy a house. Everybody wanted to make that $100,000 in 5 months. And basically, it became incredibly unsustainable, and the whole thing came crashing down. And then because of mortgage-backed securities, which are tied to the stock market, and I encourage all of you who have not seen the movie The Big Short, please go ahead and watch it, because I'll explain the 2008 crash perfectly. But basically, mortgage-backed people didn't pay their mortgages, and then that caused mortgage-backed securities to dump in the stock market. And then once the stock market dumped, every single stock dumped like crazy, and it basically created even more unemployment, and there was even more houses. There was a ton of foreclosures. Anyways, very different than what's happening today. Right now we have inflation. We're forcing the economy to go into a recession by the Federal Reserve, and we are just going to see how that all plays out. It's not looking good, but it's going to be very different, because I think that it is not going to be the housing market that crashes the economy, but the economy is going to crash and bring down the housing market with it. That's what I predict will happen. Now, enough bad news. Let's check out St. Louis, right? Missouri. So where is St. Louis? Let's go ahead and zoom out all the way out so you guys could see. The person that commented was completely right when he says it's literally in the middle of the country. So let's zoom in. But now, the person that commented wanted to go into the outskirts. Now, I would say let's remove the boundaries here And I would say that this is the outskirts. And yeah, you're right. There is a lot less properties. Now look at this. There's this Veterans Park out here. This looks kind of nice. So again, I've never been to St. Louis. So please, if I'm saying some wrong stuff, I apologize. But you know what? Let me just scan right here. I guess this would be the the suburbs or the countryside. I could even go farther. But look, this is like a very expensive neighborhood. I just kind of zoomed in, and in this square right here, look at this: 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 1 million. Another 2 million. What is going on here? Let me just click on this because I need to see. Whoa. Okay, I get it. 7,000 square foot, 2.2 million. This is actually a huge, beautiful house. Wow, that's insane. Look at that wraparound staircase. Jeez, God, I would hate to live here. Like, really, like I wouldn't mind coming here for a party, like a cocktail. I would, I would love it. I would have a great time, but I would hate to live in a 7,000 square foot home. Just not for me. So it looks like this middle area, it's like the nine. Look at this one is $3 million, 10,000 square foot. Wow, St. Louis. Geez, what's going on here? Again, I don't even want to look at these homes. I want to look at normal houses. So let's go out a little bit. But again, look, just to let you guys know, this area right here has some crazy multi-million-dollar homes. So let's go to the countryside. I could tell this is the countryside basically because the roads are now very squiggly. So, and there's like basically no homes for sale. Wow, $2 million. What's going on here, guys? Countryside living, $2 million. Would you want to live out here in this huge house all by yourself? No, not for me, not at all. I don't care how big that and nice the house is. I just want to find a normal house. Geez, here, look at this, $500,000. Okay. Things are getting better, but man, that's a huge house, 4,500 square foot. That is almost short of a mansion, guys. 5-bedroom, 4-bath. What is a man? I think a mansion's 5,000 square foot. So you practically get a huge, huge house. A lot of people, you might be able to afford $500,000, right? But then you have to furnish 4,500 square foot, and you gotta make it look nice. You can't just have like a huge living room with a tiny couch in the end. You gotta have everything fit. And let me tell you, okay, I look at this couch right here, and this is not a fancy couch by any means. And let me tell you, this couch, regardless, is still like $2,000, right? So just think about that. A table like this doesn't look fancy at all. This is an expensive table. You go to the store and buy this new, you're looking at $500, $600, $700. So when you're looking at furnishing a room that is, a fairly big house, you better have some cash because things are going to get expensive. And if you go in there with a credit card trying to furnish a room, it's gonna get expensive. So then another thing is well, look at that backyard though, it's nice. You start buying used stuff. Oh, look, this is like the perfect house to have a band, right? Because totally isolated, you could play as loud as you want, nobody's gonna hear it. But basically, it's pretty cool. But basically, moral of the story is that it gets expensive. Furnishing gets expensive. So just think about that before you get a huge, huge house. Again, you could still, I'm not saying you can't afford $500,000, but it's gonna cost you like $50,000 to furnish it. Let's see what else we could find in this area. I'm gonna start looking at the pictures here, but look, these houses are huge, right? Here's another one for almost 600,000, 3,600 square foot, 5-bedroom, 5-bath. This is very dark walls. Don't like the color, but man, completely move-in ready. It almost looks very modern in a way, but the floors look nice. This room looks really homey. Again, this is a big, big house. Love the pool table room. 3 levels, huge, right? Actually, really nice though. Look at that backyard. Wow. Wow, neighbor's house looks nice. Looks like a nice neighborhood. Wow, this is really, really cool. Let me see what else we could find. Here's a single story for 625,000. Jesus, 5,000 square foot, 5-bedroom, 5-bath. These are huge homes, guys. Look, it's on a golf course. This is beautiful, though. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know much about this area. Seems a little bit on the boring side for me because I've never really lived in the country. I've always lived in cities. but I definitely do love going to the country. Now, I'm going to tell you, first thing I would do is completely rip out all the carpet. But here's the problem. Now you're dealing with 5,000 square foot home, right? Could you imagine having to lay in some type of flooring on this? Even carpet, which carpet, guys, is the cheapest option. It will be expensive. Now look at this kitchen. This is I think this is a kitchen, right? It looks like a kitchen. This is a huge kitchen. The floors for a kitchen like this, it would be expensive. I mean, you're looking at what, like $5,000 for the floors here. So just think about that, man. 5,000 square foot is a lot of house. So really, I like this house, but it's a hard pass. I kind of like the outside more than anything. Okay, finally, here's a smaller house, 1,400 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I mean, that's interesting. We're going from 5,000 to 1,400 square foot homes. Anyways, $300,000, not cheap, okay, for the price compared to the other homes we've seen, because we saw, basically triple the size for double the price, right? But let's see what this house has. I could tell you right now, incredibly beautiful front lawn. This is the type of house that I would love to come home to. Love that there's brick on one side. Love that there's a red door, and then you have the wood feel right here. Only thing it's almost missing is maybe a few solar panels to save on that heating bill and AC bill. But besides that, look, it's what is it? A 2-car garage? Yeah, 2-car garage. Nice driveway. Inside you walk in, guys. Look at this beautiful kitchen. Plenty of room to cook, right? Beautiful floors. These are real wood floors. I'm not a huge fan of real wood floors, only because they scratch, and they're hard to keep clean. You always have to worry. There's a reason why you got a little rug underneath, because they scratch easily. But walking on nice wood floors definitely feels great. Oh my God, look at that deck outside. That, my friends, is nice and beautiful and totally relaxing. Again, 1,500 square foot. This house is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful for $300,000, guys. This, I'm already in love with it. I would say, try to deal with them, because the market's crashing. But yeah, no, it's really, really nice. Let's see what else we could find. Look at this one, 375. Whoa, my goodness. So just for an extra $75,000, you basically get triple the house of the last one. Again, I gotta keep saying this. It's very nice, but I just can't do a 5,000 square foot home. Look at this, the basement right here. Looks like a hotel, almost like a room in a hotel. Wow, look at that backyard though. Isn't that insane? Yeah, you know what? Not to say anything bad about the house, but just my personal preference is, almost a 5,000 square foot house is just not for me. Now, this is a little bit different. 375, same price, right? Half the size though, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. But again, I like this is the perfect size home, right? These bedrooms are going to be huge. Now, when you walk in the front door, what are we looking at here? So the front of the house looks like a single-story 2-car garage, but once you walk in, everything starts getting a little on the funky side. So this is interesting. I don't know. Okay, so you walk in the front door and you basically have stairs to go up. Don't love that. I don't want to see stairs right when I walk in. Now, I do like that you walk into the regular level of the house, like the first level, but I don't like that the first thing people see is the staircase right here. I don't know, just, whatever. Just being extra picky. What is up with this table, dude? What is this? Like this is a table from a corporate room in New York City. I just don't see it belonging here, right? Look at this. Isn't that off? Is this even not almost like it could be 3D or something? No, this is actually a real table. Interesting. No, I don't like that table at all. This is actually starting to look like fake furniture, like 3D furniture. I've seen that in a bunch of homes. What's going on with the floors here? There's some discoloration. Always, guys, look for any little weird things like this on the floor. So yeah, you gotta rip out this floor. This looks like it could be the basement though, so not the end of the world. That deck is super nice. Looks like it was built very well. Remember, you gotta make sure that inspector checks out everything, right? You don't want to buy somebody else's problem. Look down here, you got some storage. Needs a little bit of a pressure wash, not a big deal. This is a nice house. 375. There's some things I don't like about it, but it's got a lot of cool stuff. Now here's a really nice one for 571, $3,000 price cut, 3,600 square foot, 5-bedroom, 4-bath. When you walk in, really, really nice. This is a big house. So you know what? Overall, guys, I'm seeing there's some insane houses out here in the countryside. I've never, like I said, I've never lived in the countryside, but look, there's some multi-million-dollar homes, but they're really giving you a lot of square footage. There's not a lot of small houses. Look at this. This is an apartment for $165,000. So you can get homes, I think like $500,000, and you're going to be able to get something really, really nice. The houses are really big in this area, in this countryside. And I hope I'm in the right countryside. But yeah, no, look at this, $300,000, 1,700 square foot. Looks like a single story. Again, some really nice, affordable homes. And but also there's some crazy expensive homes. Basically kind of weird to see, you know, I mean, $775,000 out in the ranch. Oh, well, you do get this barn with a horse. I guess that's kind of a big deal. But it is kind of expensive for the middle of the country, right? Look at that, though. Guys, look at that. Snow. I haven't seen snow since I last went snowboarding. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so seeing a lot of great properties. So this would be the kind of idea, you know, I don't know how far you would want to be from St. Louis, because, you know, if you work down here or if you work from home, I guess it doesn't matter. If you're an older retired couple, it doesn't matter. But, you know, some nice areas, definitely. I would definitely want to come out here and just basically rent a car and just get lost and see what neighborhood feels right for me, right? There's just a lot of options and good prices. Look, this top area, I mean, you could get away with under 500,000. You could get a nice house, like 265,000. You get this beautiful house with a $30,000 price cut, 2,300 square foot, single story, right? I don't know about this neighborhood, but the house looks okay. It looks move-in ready somewhat. So you know what? There's just a lot of options. So pretty cool. Really glad that I checked out this this part of the country. If you guys have more information about what is a nice area, please comment down below. And we'll jump in and kind of revise this video, and we'll focus on certain neighborhoods if that's what you guys want. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video. So I just wanna say, if you want me to make a video on a specific city, a specific county, a specific state, please go ahead, comment down below. Let me know where you wanna go, and I'll jump in and make you that video. If you're new to my channel and you like my stuff, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. I want to just say one thing. I've been getting so many views and so many likes and so many comments, and just a huge thank you, man. It means a lot to me. So I'm going to keep it going because I love doing these videos, and I'm just so glad that you guys are being very receptive. Again, thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.